apologize when you listen to it.
Through hard work, dedication, a no-quit attitude, and the way the PowerPoints worked out, the American Leadership Academy Guardians are heading to the playoffs. They're going there today. Welcome to the ALA Guardians pregame with Jeff Davenport, brought to you by our good friends at the Morse Automotive Group. Sierra Vista is now backed by Morse. We're so excited as it is playoff season. So many other teams are hitting the road or having games here, but Coach Kraus and the ALA Guardians, you guys are getting ready to board the bus here in a few minutes. Let's talk about, just before we let you go, before you get on that bus and start heading up for your game tonight. Talk about this season. What it is. What are some of the major accomplishments that you've seen in the growth of the team over the course of the season since the last time we talked?
So probably the biggest accomplishment is the perseverance of these young men, learning how to push through adversity and to adapt and overcome circumstance. We've been faced with hurdle after hurdle, brand new school, everything that comes with opening the new school and getting things rolling on the campus itself, relocating for practices, you name it. There's just been hurdle after hurdle. We talked early in the season about the difference between bison and cows, right?
Yeah.
We've been the bison. We've taken every challenge head on and pushed through, and learning to persevere and to not give up, to not lose hope, to not give up. These young men have done that week in, week out, and it's pretty impressive.
Now, you and your coaching staff, obviously, you guys have excelled at the highest level of college football, being able to take that mentality to a level where some of these kids that we talked about had never put on pads before. Right. This was like literally the first time you're training them from the ground level up. Talk about, over the course of this season, the improvement that you've seen in the quality of play from these athletes who are literally just learning. Gentlemen, this is a football.
Yes.
from the very beginning.
Yeah. By and large, across the board from each player has improved tremendously from where they started. Some more than others. Some had a lot more to grow.
Yeah.
But the attention to fundamentals of the game. Not just putting our athletes on the field and say, hey, go be an athlete, but actually teaching them how to do technique, how to execute skills. That direction from the coaching staff has really given these guys a good foundation, and we're only going to grow. 12 of the rostered players this year are freshmen, 15 are first-year players, so it's only going to get better from here.
Which is absolutely amazing to think about how far you've come just since that the dual team scrimmage that you did against Berean at the beginning of the year, and here you are getting ready to board the bus for a 7 p.m. kickoff tonight against a team that you've played before.
Correct.
Literally the first game of the season. Let's
Exactly.
talk about this. Tell us about that team and what changes have happened with them from week one till now as you get ready to play them in the playoffs.
So they're a good physical team. That first week they were flying around, playing aggressively as they should. We were not. We had certain circumstances where there were some business decisions made on the field, and kids were in good position to make tackles. The last second stepped out of the way. We're not that team anymore.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll go up and shock them. They're expecting that team they played week one. They're in for a rude awakening.
And I think that's the exciting part, is being able to see the growth and know that possibly they're the same team, but they're going to be playing a very different Guardians team. It's exciting. Can we chat with any of the players?
Absolutely.
Yeah. You want to call them over here, or see who we got here on the ALA pregame as they get ready to board the bus to head up to, what was the team again?
Skyline Gila River.
That's right, Skyline Gila River, again in the Canyon Athletic Association Division I playoff game that will kick off tonight up in the valley. They're in the Phoenix area?
They're in Chandler.
Chandler, okay, so right there in the Chandler Valley of Phoenix. This is going to be super exciting. So come on over. Yes. Let's do this. How about we do this, Todd? Again, we're right here for the ALA pregame, brought to you by Morse Automotive Group. Sierra Vista is now backed by Morse. Go ahead and shake my hand and introduce yourself to everybody.
I'm Coach Kraus. I'm one of the captains for the ALA Guardians. You want my position?
Yeah, go ahead.
I play center and defensive end.
And what grade are you in, John?
I'm a sophomore.
And John, we love watching you on the field for many, many reasons. There's certain aspects that a football player has that are like football instincts. Mm-hmm. And that's something that you have on the field. Where do you think those instincts come from?
I think a lot of it's practice, but a lot of it is also like you begin to feel football as second nature almost. Like it's not just a game; it's a way of life.
Well, and so much bigger than that, too. I mean, in that grand scheme of things, looking at this sport as something with a team that is a family, how has this team, in your opinion, as a captain, how has this team gelled together over the course of this season to be put in the position to be going to the playoffs tonight?
Pretty well. We started off where everybody was sort of button heads almost. Nobody really knew each other's strengths or weaknesses. And over time, like with practice and especially with the games, we've been able to see how certain people react under pressure and how they make certain decisions, and we've been able to adjust our team to that to make it work as best as possible.
Well, we know the team's going to be working really, really well tonight. And John, do you want to introduce the next person that we're going to be talking to?
This is TJ. He's my other captain.
All right, TJ. Captain, good to see you, man. You know, I've loved watching you over the course of this season as well, and I want to ask you the same things. I mean, what things have you learned about this team? You know, there's something about a spirit of a team that is a no-quit attitude. Has that been what you've seen with this team over the course of this first season, the inaugural season of the ALA Guardians?
Absolutely. I feel like we've learned to trust each other, and we've learned to work on what we need to work on, and we've learned to really put faith in how we execute on the field. I feel like that's what's helped us get to this point, get to the playoffs.
Man, I couldn't have said it better myself. I mean, that's an excellent way of putting it. Looking at tonight, the game plan you have going into tonight, this is a team that you played in week 1. What is the mentality going into the playoff game tonight as compared to earlier this season when you played them for the very first time?
I think it's more so that we don't want them to, because they forgot about us, and we want to make sure they remember us this year. We want to make sure they remember who we are and what we did tonight.
TJ, I forgot to ask, what grade are you in?
I'm a freshman.
See, a freshman right here, another captain for the ALA Guardians, and we know everyone will remember you guys tonight and from here on out as we face the next couple of years for this team, but we can't wait to hear about how tonight goes. TJ, you want to introduce the next person that we're going to be talking to?
Deontay.
Deontay. Good to see you, sir. Introduce yourself to everybody.
I'm Deontay.
And you're what grade are you in?
I'm in 10th grade.
10th grade. So again, we've got a freshman, 2 sophomores as captains of this team, as the leaders here at American Leadership Academy for the Guardians. What does that mean to be a captain on this team?
Honestly, it's an honor because it's a first-year program, and you don't really ever get to be a captain at the first-year program. Like, there's usually other people there. And coming from my other school, I was not looked at to be a captain at all, so it's an honor to come here. Especially how our season's going. We made the playoffs, and I get to say I was a captain for it.
And you'll never be able to not say that. I think that's something amazing, and be able to know that in a first year, existing in the very first year, being able to do that. We talked before we went live about where this program is at now versus where it was in week 1 when you faced Gila Skyline.
Yeah, it's I think we made a lot of changes. We've moved everybody around where we need to be, and I think that we have a pretty good chance just from watching our film and seeing how we're doing. I think we're going to go out there and we're going to be able to bring home the win and advance in the playoffs.
Is there something special about maybe hitting a good stride at a certain time where the team has really worked hard to gel together and brought that attitude of competitive spirit and heart to tonight over the course of the last part of the season?
Yeah, no, I think we've had our ups and downs, and I think we're coming into this game knowing full and well that if we just execute and keep our heads up, we can bring home the win.
Well, we're looking forward to it tonight, Deontay. Great to talk to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. We'll wrap up with Coach. We'll get Coach Kraus back over here talking to some of the captains as they get ready to board the bus. We won't be here for the bus boarding. That's going to be in about another half hour to 45 minutes. But when they do, we know they're going to have a great trip. Coach, last-minute preparations for this particular game tonight. What are some things that you're just going to be encouraging these young student athletes as they take the field?
Just that, this is a win or go home situation, so leave it all out on the field. Things that we've been working on continuously for the whole season, but we really have to tackle well. That's the big thing. Other than that, just go out and have fun. Don't think about everything else. Just play the game, execute your responsibilities. Like my dad always used to say, you take care of the little things, big things take care of themselves.
Well, we can't wait for the big things in store, not just for the future of this program, but for tonight as they head up to Chandler for the first-round playoff game in the CAA Division I, their first year of existence, the American Leadership Academy Guardians hitting the road for the playoffs. You guys excited for the playoffs? Yeah! I think you can do better than that. Are you excited for the playoffs? Yeah! Yes, they are. We know. Coach, we wish you guys the best of luck tonight, and I know that these kids are going to leave it all out on the field. They're going to be the ones who bring home that win this evening, and we can't wait to hear all about it. And thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today before you hit the road. And again, safe travels, and we can't wait to continue watching this program unfold and get better and better year after year. Thank you so much, Coach. Thank you to the student athletes, and of course, thank you for watching this episode of the ALA Pregame, brought to you by the Ed Morse Automotive Group. Sierra Vista is now backed by Morse. Be sure, do us a favor, please share this video around. If you have students who come to ALA, you got to tag all your ALA friends in this video, because they're the ones who will be the future football stars here for this team in all the years to come. Everybody getting in on the action. Everybody saying goodbye. Leave them some love in the live chat. Leave us some comments and stuff. Look at all these guys. They're all introducing themselves, and we want you to leave some love for this team, and we wish them the best of luck as they head off tonight to Chandler. Have a great day, everybody. We'll catch you later.
Bye.
See you guys. Bye. Bye.